Fathergamer Podcast.
And welcome to a new episode of the Fathergamer Podcast. We have a few new faces here. We've changed a few things. Just remember, we are the Fathergamer Podcast, TFGP. We're Cinelinx powered, SCNS infused, and TFGP produced. TFGP produced, whatever. Added another P in there. Let's talk to the new people. Let's start off to my virtual left.
Hello.
That's not helping any.
You just said start talking, so
Start talking. Who are you?
I am Colby. I'm new to TFGP.
So new he didn't even know what it was.
So new I didn't know what it was. Exactly.
It's our new work for homeless people project at TFGP. We just pulled random people off the street.
They offered me a hamburger and some fries, and I was like, I'll talk.
I'm Trevor 2.0.
I almost thought he was going to say something else, not hamburger.
Well, if you were here for the conversation before we started, you...
Oh, yeah, it stands for The Filth Gets Popular.
Yes.
So, next to him, we have...
Name's Kyle. I can't really add anything more to that because that's how...
Oh, he's mysterious. So,
Yes.
And...
I'm Katie. You can follow me on Twitter at the Squeaky Duck. I don't really have anything interesting to say, though.
I'm dumb when it comes
I'm a
to
pretty
Twitter.
boring person.
Follow me. I have nothing to say,
Nothing.
but follow
I'm
me.
terrible.
That's fine. There's a lot of people out there
the
that
homeless
get...
guy, too.
Yeah.
At Colby_Hoover.
Again, I'm stupid when it
Minus
comes to
the O.
Twitter.
Yeah. Kyle, the Twitter stupid.
Stupid got it.
Stupid Kyle at Twitter.
See, now I'm going to have to go and do it.
Yeah, there you go. You just figured out what your handle's going to be for Twitter.
Kyle dumb it.
Kyle dumb.
And Kyle keeps hitting the table like the Hulk. So everybody out there, I apologize.
Okay.
For that. Yes.
He's like, Kyle, bump on my butt.
Oh God. Next, we have. That's the sound
You
of a
should
grant.
remember my
starting to
name. I'm
happen.
the one that's been
No,
like,
I
podcasting
know,
with you for a while.
I know. It's producer Mike, but I was like,
Okay.
we may have some new people listening.
Yes.
So.
My name is Mike. I go by the Twitter handle at Silverhawks, no vowels, so SLVRHWKS. Pretty much anything on the internet right now is that, actually. We're talking DeviantArt, Facebook actually now as well, because I have a Facebook page specifically for all my art, and I produce TFGP.
Yep. And next to him, we have.
Hi, I'm Matt, and
Hi, Matt.
Yes, AA meeting. I realized we didn't do the AA meeting the entire time.
Welcome to your intervention.
But no, okay.
You can add that to me.
I'm just kidding. There we go.
Stupid Kyle.
Kyle dumb.
Kyle, bump on my butt.
So.
I'm Matt, and I am
Hi,
at
Matt.
Twitter with no handle yet because I haven't made it, so that'll show up on the next one.
So it'll be at Twitter with no handle.
Yes.
If they
So go
invite
ahead and
back,
search that, and when you don't find me and stop being my fan, that'll probably be why.
We'll see on the inviting. Don't hold your breath. But anyway, no. You guys are great so far.
Your trial continues.
I'll live like
Apparently
20
I've already
seconds
become
in.
the Hulk.
The interesting thing is Twitter actually
I
has...
smash.
There actually is a limit to the number of characters you can put, so it'll probably be like
K dumb.
what did I say it was going to be again?
Yeah,
At
see
Twitter
how
with-
great of an idea it was?
So it'd be at Twitter with no handle, but it'd be like at Twitter with no...
Well, okay, we'll move on. So we're going to start off with what's in your system.
What's in your system?
So what's in your system? We're going to start off with Katie.
With me?
Yes.
So... I'm really good for it. I've been playing a lot of Diablo 3. It's the first time I've played it on PS4. I'm just got to Act 5, so I haven't finished through the story for the first time yet. But
playing the Ultimate Edition, right?
yeah, so I'm playing the Ultimate Evil Edition. So I just got to the Rebirth Souls expansion, I guess. It's really fun, really addicting, and I'm lame and play it single player, so I have no idea how. I don't know how the co-op is.
alone.
No, I have no friends. I've also been playing. Thank you.
Welcome to your intervention.
Intervention for what?
Not
No
having
friends.
a social life.
I've also been playing Hyrule Warriors.
Never mind.
It's been hijacked from me, so I've only gotten to play a little bit, but I've watched other people play it a ton.
Have you been able to get a firkin yet?
No.
What the hell's a firkin?
Asking the
It's
important
a
questions.
cask. It's a container, like a large container that you could put stuff into, including fish.
Ah.
Yeah, the list goes liquor, butter, or
And
liquid,
fish. Yeah, liquid, butter, and fish.
because I know when I carry shit, I want my liquid butter and fish. all in my farkin. But let's not create a folderol over all this.
So, just in case, we're doing the word game. See if you guys can figure out which words we're using at the end of the show. Yeah, I wonder which words.
So if you guys are experiencing formication, that's my 2 words. Then we apologize. I want my nasty Kit Kat.
So, whoever got the 2 words first gets a random Japanese Kit Kat. He's gonna eat it right quick.
Oh, I'm so glad.
At least it's not a Milky Way.
So, like, this isn't one of those things. I already
Let me
know
see.
what this is going to taste like.
Just try it. Just try
Let me
it.
see it.
Is it going to
Please.
taste like turkeys or
Now, you
something?
motherfucker. Let me see it.
Hey, it's been a while since our last mom, so
I want to see.
I wonder if he's going to have some.
Did you eat?
Is it a laxative?
I'm wondering if he's going to have
That's
some.
What does it taste like? What does it
Are you
taste
going to
like?
irritate? Are you going to irritate?
Does it taste like?
His face right now is one of them.
Does it taste like furled?
it tastes like flavored sand.
How would you know?
Okay, so we got
Dude,
another
you know how
one.
much sand I've eaten in my life?
Okay, you can break them if anyone wants to.
I'm not eating a green Kit Kat.
Dude, I'm totally down. The Hulk's good to go.
So, even the diabetic's gonna have one.
Oh, great.
I'll pass.
Dude, I'm pretty
I'm the
sure.
only one that's not going to catch Ebola
The
here now.
No, you're the only one that is, because we
Yeah,
took
this was
This is
the
the cure to
anecdote.
I got this straight from ISIS.
Okay. I remember what flavor you said this was. Actually, it's really good.
Yeah, I like it. Actually.
It's
Like
green tea.
flavored sand.
Yeah, green tea.
I was
Oh,
actually
no,
about
now
to
I want
say
some.
that.
When I knew it was from Japan and you said, "Oh,
You're like-
enjoy the flavor,"
See, there was also a wasabi one, but
well, that's what I was anticipating. I saw the green and I was like, "Fuck you, Eric! I don't want to eat this."
And I actually mentioned wasabi earlier, and I completely forgot.
actually-
that.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
there's the possibility that it could discombobulate you if you get the wrong kind. So,
Tastes like a call-up.
Does anyone want?
Right, you're expecting something else. You're like, whoa. Okay.
anyway, I still don't know what the hell this is. I've looked it up
This
yet.
I didn't even finish, guys. Fuck
stupid.
you. I'm still trying to talk about the games in my system, guys.
Oh, okay.
Guys, you're back on track.
Again.
All I'm tasting is like Kit
It's a
Kat.
Diablo and Hyrule Warriors.
And then I've made the worst mistake of my life and decided to start a new file on Rune Factory 4. So I've lost my life officially to a game that came out like last year. So
How many hours? How many hours did you have on the?
my first file, I've got about 100, and that I put in like in 2 weeks. No, but probably a little bit more than that. But I played it a lot
That's
of it on a
only
trip.
4 days. Like, it's not even that much. Over 2 weeks, that's 14 days.
Yeah,
4
100
whole fucking days of playing a single game.
I already have 100 hours of Destiny. So
Yeah, I was
Matt,
like
you
at
just,
100 hours
basically
after the first
slashed
two.
it across the table here.
Yeah, help me, guys. I'm not cool enough.
She
To...
kept her pecan strong.
I don't even know what my word is. The second one.
You said pecan?
Pecan
Some
sandies.
pecan. Oh,
Somebody eat my pecan sandies. Did I tell it?
you beat me to it.
Okay, so let's go over to Colby.
I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone, and I've dabbled with Super Smash. Hearthstone, I dabbled. Hearthstone is freaking awesome. The new card backs just came out from last month, and they look like they're like pirate themed or whatever. So they got like the cool little pirate ship.
Have they released
Steering
any
wheel?
more classes? Last
No,
time I played
there's-
it like a while ago.
There's been a lot of talk about future classes coming out with the next expansion because they just did like the single player expansion that just came out, Curse of Naxxramas, which is really sweet. It was almost like a puzzle.
Is it still free to play?
It was only for the first month. You could get the after release of the
First
expansion. You could get the first
Is base
All.
game still free, or do you still?
absolutely. It's still free to do it that way.
Okay.
They've done a lot of nerfing to things. So like the hunter was nerfed big time.
Well, the Hunter control decks were retarded.
Yeah, it was retarded. It was absolutely retarded. You probably saw like well over a 55% win rate for Hunters. So they nerfed that, but I'm not the best. I mean, I think the highest rank I've ever gotten is like 11. We'll go with that.
Better
I thought
than
you were
me. I've
scared
won
to
like
say
3
it. I was
games
like,
once.
man, somebody.
I only got 24.
Yeah, I'm only like level 24.
Start bragging about 25. I started it.
I started it, guys. No, but there's a lot of cool stuff going on with that. They're just actually Blizzard's got the whole like super awesome event going on with like the top 15 players to win bukus of money.
So, how was Smash?
Smash was okay.
Who's played Smash in here?
I have.
I have as well.
Smash.
So y'all
Smash is a lot
discuss
of fun.
Smash. Y'all discuss
Smash
Smash.
Yeah. So Smash, I've enjoyed it so far. I've only unlocked 3 characters,
Okay.
I unlocked 5.
but
We are the champions. Yeah, there you go.
Get
I
me
was
started.
actually, the biggest thing for me was I was more nervous when I played the demo of it. I played a little bit, but I was really nervous because I thought the thumbstick
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I had
was
that
going to be an
problem
issue.
too.
And I was very timid using it because I thought I was going to seeing all the pictures of people in Japan just ripping those things off because
No,
they go
we're talking
Well,
about
think about it. They're like,
yeah, they go
all
hard
the
in Japan.
time.
So I was like, okay, I got to take it easy.
have you
but
seen them play Mario Kart? Good gosh,
In
I haven't-
real
that's a
life.
nightmare.
I haven't seen them.
In real life.
I haven't had a problem with it after that.
Yeah, see, I had a problem at first, like, because I played the demo, and I couldn't get used to the jumping with the thumbstick, so I
Yeah.
started to use the buttons instead. and it's
Oh,
become
so
a
you jump
lot
with
better.
the thumbstick.
Well, you can actually
You-
you can actually customize the controls
Yeah.
as
Okay.
well, which is really
The
nice.
buttons are a lot better compared because that's another way you can rip your thumbstick.
But for the record, Mega Man is the bomb. I love Mega Man.
Mega Man is
See,
awesome.
This is the first Smash game I've ever played. I never played them as a kid, even though I've been big on Nintendo.
Loser.
I know.
And you call yourself a Nintendo fan.
I know. I am
Jeez,
terrible.
take it to it.
I know, ripping me apart.
Golly.
But I played the demo a lot because I got one of the early access demos from Club Nintendo, and so I played a ton of the Villager, who was really fun. I just like to
The
ride.
Villager was
I just like to
surprisingly
ride the
good.
side B all day long.
Villagers.
You know who else is really interesting is Shulk. He's the Xenoblade character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way
his
he was like,
power's
when I first played him,
crazy.
I was like, this guy's garbage. Like, all he does is stand there and like pokes his sword at people, like a little laser beam comes out. But he's got like a ton of combo moves to him. He's got a lot of like counters and things like that. I really like what they did with a ton of the
I
characters.
don't know.
I
If
like
want me to-
Rosalina a
She's
lot.
good too.
I
And
don't
with
know if
Luma.
I know, I love
Oh my
Luma.
gosh.
So cute.
Because did you know you can actually when you like get dazed as Rosalina, you can actually control the little star dude separately and like go beat the
Okay.
crap out of people with it.
I don't know if I
Luma's
want to know
badass.
some of the characters y'all have. Okay,
I
maybe I'm
know
off.
who all of them are, so you're not going to spoil anything for me.
Dark Pit is actually really fun to play as.
Pit.
Dr. Mario.
No.
Good gosh, that freaking pill is just a pain in the ass.
Literally.
No, it's not a pill, it's called an enema.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
but they have what's the name for
Suppository,
it?
actually.
There you
Suppository,
go.
excuse me, you're right.
Yeah, Mike knows.
So, when was the last time you had yours since you were a professional in the name here, Mike? Yesterday? This morning?
did you get one
Before
by
you started.
Tom?
Right before
I was like, guys, now we can begin.
I'm having one right now.
The guy who did it was Tom.
Wait, it's moved.
Wait,
Careful.
I'm good.
So anyway, so Smash, you guys like it so far?
Actually, I recommend picking it
People
up.
online
Okay.
are like, I hate
It's
them.
super fun.
It's okay, I'm terrible at the
Even
game,
if
but
you've
still
never
enjoy it.
played it before, it's definitely worth picking up.
Now, any other game?
Destiny.
Well, yeah, we'll get to Destiny. All of us
I've
been
played
playing
a crap
Destiny.
ton of Destiny, but
It's
we'll get to
so
that
fun.
later.
what is
Everyone's
this Destiny game? I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have an entire segment on Destiny just shortly. So, 2 people in here have played Shadows of Mordor. That would be.
Kyle.
And Matt.
And is it differing opinions on this?
Yes.
Because I've
He's had, like,
fight.
from what I've heard,
Throw
he's had a
down.
little bit of a different experience than I have, with in some aspects. And of course, he's beaten the game and I haven't. So I've probably gotten about halfway through it. Now I'm definitely enjoying the Nemesis system and the like fighting between each different peeps and all that stuff. Because apparently that's the
Well,
word that was
much
about to
more
just
person.
throw out of my mouth.
Sweet.
Since your mouth throws things.
Exactly.
Hey, if Chuck Norris can have another fist under his beard, Kyle can throw things with his mouth.
All I'm thinking
Thank
is
you,
him.
Matt. I'm so glad you see it like that.
All I'm seeing in my head is you fighting the little marshmallow things. That's all I'm seeing right now.
Dude,
So
am I a Ghostbuster now?
yes. Thank you, Ray. So tell me, what do you think so far? You kind
I'm
of
enjoying it.
okay.
Now, there have been some things in the story that's okay, they could have did it a little bit differently, but I completely understand that this guy is out for revenge. But all the side people are just doing their own thing. It's what the hell are y'all doing?
I can hear Matt over here just breathing heavy. He's not even touching my beard.
He's very
so.
See,
everything.
like I said, he's beaten the game, so he knows a lot more than I do.
Without spoiling it too
I'm not going to spoil it. No.
They'll die!
So
Just throw it out of your mouth, Matt.
my whole
Dumbledore dies!
Zombies is your daughter.
from the future. So no, because I am a Tolkien fan and I enjoyed
Tolkien.
all right, because I enjoyed that Tolkien guy, whatever the heck.
RESPCT.
Let me tell you what it means to me, bro. No, I was a huge fan of the whole universe, so when I jumped into the game, I was going completely open-minded, but then as I started stumbling into the just obvious fact that this game got rushed, that's when I started hating the game. No, I don't hate it. Let me reuse a different word. That's when I started wanting to punch every developer in the face at WB Games and Monolith and everybody else.
From
Well,
the CNS.
when I get stuck on a continuous loop of action and I'm pushing 6 or 7 different button combinations to try to stop that loop of action, i.e. climbing up the same wall, dropping, climbing up the same wall, dropping, climbing up the same wall, dropping, climbing up the same wall. Do you see how that sounds annoying while I narrate it? Just imagine doing it and trying to get the fuck out of it. And then the other thing was sitting there. Well, and then seeing an asshole oh, I'm going to shoot that bastard with my arrow. I have line of sight and an open fucking shot, and then my arrow shoots this invisible wall, and I'm just sitting there that invisible wall does not need to be in a PlayStation 4 game. This is the next generation. Give me a game that feels like a next generation, and not like I'm trying to squeeze all this stuff into a game and I got rushed.
Does it feel like the story shoehorned into the mythos? Is it completely just...
It didn't feel shoehorned into the mythos until the very end. Literally, and get to the cinematic end boss fight, and then watch what they tried to do at the ending, and then you're just I put my controller down, and my girlfriend was in the other room, and she's like, "Are you okay?" Because as soon as I beat the game, I went, "No!" I was like, "Why?" And it was just because after doing side quests and doing it 5 times in order to complete it because the mechanics in the game were faulty because it was rushed, and then fighting through it all just to get to the end of the game so I could have a grand scheme of things to an idea as to what the game was about, and then that was it was essentially getting blue balled all the way up and then just no more. That's all it was.
I totally am.
You were right there and it just stopped.
I didn't
When
even
I
hit the
was
table.
playing it and everything, I have not had any problems with mechanics or hitting a. I'm telling you, it's the Hulk, man.
It's so loud when you hit the table. It's I barely touch it and I can just...
blows up.
Yeah.
Man, the world's about to get fucked. So, it's just been running
Soundbite.
fluently for me. I haven't come across anything wrong. Now, of course...
But when you're playing the game, are you playing it objectively focused, or are you okay, I know that's my goal, but I'm gonna go try to stick my dick in this fucking keyhole and see if that works, and actually exploring the world?
I love this game so far.
I seriously go man, he does make this game sound epic as fuck.
But I mean, there were so many things where I wonder if
Wait,
I can...
I have no pants?
I have a
Let's do
plus 5
this.
penis.
Okay, so without giving it away, I'll just explain where I started trying to hunt down more of these issues. Everybody knows about it because it was discussed at E3. There's the legend mechanic for each one of your weapons. You've got your dagger, your bow, and your sword, and you do these stupid well, they're not stupid, they're pretty intricate and pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But you do these side quests, and you can complete them, and then you build your legend so the orcs are scared of your crap and whatever. There's this one quest for the dagger. You unlock it by getting a kill called Brutalize, which basically you massacre the shit out of the one dude that you kill, and it's supposed to be so daunting and terrifying that it sends other orcs fleeing. So it's oh, that's my target, I want to kill him without getting screwed the moment I jump on him, and I want to make everybody scared. You use this. So in order to complete the task for that mission, you had to kill this one particular guy. Now, it uses a similar targeting system that they do in Assassin's Creed. Like, okay, that's the asshole I want to kill. I want to go up and I'm going to push this button to shank him in the throat with my wrist blade, whatever. And it works really great. You know, I mean, there's the getting used to it and all that crap.
Yeah.
And then eventually it's real, like, secondhand nature. I swear to God, I was breathing down the dude's neck, stealthed, ready to make my kill. He was targeted, and 5 times going through and doing the extra credits so I got the extra points. I did this mission 5 fucking times, and I would have him fucking targeted, push the button to brutalize this motherfucker, and I'd leap off the stage that he was and kill one of the people watching him when they are not the target. I literally made an orc baby and an orc wife pissed because their father's never coming home because the way the fucking game was functioning. Like, and honestly, the way you're supposed to do it is climb up on the building and jump down Assassin's Creed style, and that's cute. But if I'm not fucking climbing up there and I don't need to fucking do it and my target's right there and I can accomplish the mission, I should not need to do it 5 fucking times and then realize, okay, game, I will do it your way in order for me to do it. If it's open world, I want to be able to do shit my way.
Is this one of the last dagger?
It was. You unlocked brutalize in the second tier.
Yes,
and it was one of the very first missions for the dagger, and I was just like, "What?" And then every other time after that, I was finding them left and right, all the issues where the game was getting rushed.
I wonder if yours installed wrong because I've not. Well,
I can tell you that I have such an experience that I'm not going to play through the game.
Did you pull out the cartridge, Matt?
Yes, sir.
Did your copy? Did it at any time go to Africa?
I'm pretty sure my copy did have Ebola.
Okay.
And it also visited.
Has it traveled outside the country?
Real quick before
Has
we
it come
move on or anything, there's 2 questions. There's a person that's not played it yet.
Yes.
The most interesting thing about the game was definitely the Nemesis system that I was excited about.
For sure.
How did that work? That's what I want to know. Is it actually something that's like almost revolutionary?
Well, it was really, honestly, it was an if or than code where it's like, has this orc seen you before? Yes. So it's going to say this dumbass line. Has this orc not seen you before? Then he's going to say this dumbass line. And they actually got worse and worse the further in the game. Like when you get to the story progression and you meet certain things towards the end of the game, the orcs go from like when you first see them, it's like real cool, like, oh, this is shit you see in the movies or you read in the books, whatever. They're like, I'm going to rip your guts out. And you're like, yeah. And then it's like, I'm going to rip your guts out and make a stew after I call your mother a whore and punch your dog in the dick. And like, he starts going on this fucking tangent. It's like, I get it. You want me dead. I don't need you to, like, it's like he's practicing for fucking
combination of all the other stuff
across
together.
that one scene.
outside
I do know
of
what
the
he's talking
threats that they give you, like, does it actually work? Like, if you die, do you actually see that guy that killed you, like, move up and rank?
Yes.
Things
Well,
like that?
when you die from an orc, or an Uruk, or whatever, when you die from him, you have the display for the Sauron's army. It's actually an option in the game menu, and you bring it up, and there's tiers. So front tier's low rank, next tier is a little bit higher, and the tier in the back is the war chiefs. So when you die, the retard who killed you gets turned into a captain, and then all the orcs start playing this little shuffleboard game to like promotions.
Really
I killed this motherfucker killed me.
You see the
I got
chest
scared and
thing
ran
laid
from this
out on the
asshole.
ground.
Like
This guy called me bad names.
Yeah,
to E5.
the way that you actually watch the ranks build up, fold, tumble, shatter, whatever, what have you, like as you're playing through the game, it is interesting. It's just, honestly, it felt like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood on next generation status, as far as the concepts and the way that they applied
battle
it.
system, like, I'm sure everyone has seen it or at least like looked into it. It is playing like Assassin's Creed, so it's like nothing new.
Assassin's Creed Batman.
But
That's the other
the Batman fighting system, of course, there's nothing like that. That's just fantastic. Of course, Batman revolutionized that style of fighting. So, but I will say the Nemesis system is definitely interesting. This, of course, being the first time like you've actually like seen it go into depth. Now, of course, they can continue this from something else, and it can only get better or it can get worse. Who knows? Of course, that orc that had to punch that dog in the dick and whatnot.
That poor dog, man.
I don't even want to know what he's been through for that to be on his vendetta list of threats. Like, oh, you, I'm a punchy dog in the dick. You don't know where I've been. Like, all right, guy.
What the hell I've been through.
He must have been in one of those feasts where his captain got poisoned now, in his ass.
So then the last thing is as somebody that's like a fan of the Lord of the Rings series and the lore,
Then yes, get it.
then yes, get it.
Yeah,
you don't
because-
feel like you got cheated by it then, or they
Oh my
didn't
God.
put anything that shouldn't be in there.
No,
like,
I mean
the
everybody
movie.
knows the. Wait, that was your last question.
That wasn't subtle at all.
I don't know what
Shit
you're talking about.
on? Is that what you said? You just get shit on.
Like honestly, everybody knows. Everybody's seen the movie, obviously, where Gandalf finally remembers the Elvish word for friend, and they all say, "Everybody at the one time." Belloc. All right, y'all suck. Belloc is the fucking word.
Belloc, is that what
Put
you're
the
looking
door
for?
to minds.
Belloc.
I wanted you to feel alone.
I was alone.
Yeah, I know.
Alone
Forever
with
alone.
friends.
But
I'm
no,
not that
everybody
much. Your winter
has
of
seen the part
discontent.
where the moonlight hits the doors to Moria and that gorgeous fucking
Like a
elvish
big,
art
yeah,
and
pizza
shit.
pie.
So one of the
That's
biggest
amore.
geek moments.
Sorry.
I was literally gonna say that. I was like,
Did you just start singing that?
What? You said when the moon.
when the moon hits your, and I was like,
So anyways, that door, they have another one in the game, and it's called Ithilden, and you collect all these pieces, and it's one of the things to complete. You get a trophy for it, all that crap. The moment I found out that that was one of the things, because I only had 4 days to play this game, the moment I beat the campaign, I was rushing everywhere purely to complete that door, because I was like, I want to know what the hell it looks like. So there's that. There's
The weapon
there's
stuff.
all kinds. Yeah, there's the weapons. There's all kinds of craft you can get on the weapons. There's things that you can like relics that you can uncover, and then on top of uncovering the relic, you can like turn the relic upside down and around and find
Uncharted
these
style.
like random clips that you listen to, and they'll either enhance the story. There'll be something from like the actual universe instead of just the game. Oh yeah, there is so much shit to have a nerdgasm over. Like
So-
it was wonderful.
So if you were going to put a quote on the box, other than it'll punch your dog's dick,
Dude, that
What?
should be the headlining title right there. The
What
dog
would you
dick
say?
punching game.
if like one of those like IGN
yeah,
quotes,
yeah, that little company.
quit fucking rushing production. That's what I would say.
And then-
I want
Well,
them to.
okay.
I want them to make a game, and I don't want them to be forcing it out. I want them to make a game where there's not errors like shooting an invisible wall through a door. I don't care if you haven't seen them. It happened.
It would have
could
been
have
funny if
recorded
you
videos.
hit the invisible
fine.
wall. You're
I-
like,
like-
damn it, I
I'll
have invisible
probably run
wall,
through
and there's
it
like
with something
Harry
eventually.
Potter with invisible
Just
cloak,
like
just,
I mean,
tumbles over.
don't shoot through a door
The
like
end.
square. Try to
But
shoot it from an angle,
I
and it
will-
won't even be that great of an
So,
angle, and you'll watch
I
it.
will-
It just stumbles at the finish line, basically.
Yeah, I mean, as far
That's what it
as
seems.
the way the game
That's a
works,
box quote.
yeah,
This game stumbles at the finish line.
basically.
Brought to you by
That's what it
TFGP.
sounds like.
One thing I am happy about is the fact that at least they didn't put Lord of the Rings to tie at least with the movies, because of course movie games just blow. So at least it gave its an own opportunity to do something with
to screw up on its own.
Oh, but wait, just wait until you.
Well, punching
all-
dogs in the dick is like that's,
All I have to
that's
say
interesting.
is, I had one opinion up until I beat the game, and then my opinion got completely changed.
you
Just
wanted
because.
to strangle everyone.
Well, I mean, it
gonna
just
take your
it was
PPM
that much.
excited to get it.
It was that much of a. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, get the game,
Okay.
and then the moment you get to the last boss fight, put the controller.
Let's move on to a few other things. Alien
1 hour
Isolation. Yeah, it's only been 20-something minutes. Alien. Thank you, Stallone. Alien Isolation.
Yeah,
Kyle, whatever your name
I was
is.
thinking.
Steve,
that's
Jeff.
fine.
Hopefully
The
this is
whole-
going to be like an hour. But
I've definitely been playing Alien Isolation the last couple of days. So far, I've found it to be pretty fun. Now, of course, I've only played a couple of hours, but there have been some things that I've come across that's like, okay, they could have did that better. But then again, let's face it, everything's a lot better than Alien Colonial Marines.
Yeah.
Good God.
Does the fidelity of sound just blow your mind?
It does, especially since I'm using my PlayStation Gold headset.
Okay, I'm not clued into this.
But
What
were your
is-
hands trembling with your Axis controller or whatever
Oh,
else you
are you
said?
talking about the
Cat
video?
Red
the video
Yes,
that you
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Product
I'm
placement?
doing that with
What's
that
it-
because I knew that's what you're talking about.
What's the thing on Wayne's World? Like, I won't follow my corporate concept or whatever the hell he says, and he's sitting there with like the
You almost
pizza.
got it.
Yeah, stuttered through, paraphrased.
By the
quotes
way,
from
this is
movies.
brought to you by Pepsi. Anyway,
And
go
Pizza
ahead.
Hut.
and Pizza Hut.
Alien or whoever was talking over there. I don't care.
How is it close to? Does it follow the movie at all?
I haven't seen anything tied to the movie, especially like because this is set 15 years, I believe, after the first one.
Okay.
So it's of course her daughter, and they have they go to the space station because they found the flight recorder from the Nostromo's, I believe. It's been a while since I've seen the first one. And they go to the space station, and the space station's just fucked, Dead Space style. And
It's a motif.
Everyone is just like disheveled. Like if you walk up to somebody, they can be like, "Oh shit." You'd be like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like, I was just saying hello.
I'm gonna punch your dog in the neck.
Yeah, that's exactly what they say.
People are just running around in the
Space
space
dog.
station dick punching
Pretty much.
for all canines.
Are there any
That's-
predators?
There's definitely some.
No, like an actual predator.
No, like Alien versus
like Alien
Predator.
versus Predator.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger
whatever.
Predators.
The-
Is Arnold Schwarzenegger in the game?
Yes.
Ron is an alien.
Yes, he's an android, and he's a fucking asshole.
There you go.
He's
Because
always getting you the chopper.
I've only
Always
seen
the chopper.
I've only seen the alien once, and I didn't die until I got to this one part, and this android's like slammed this dude's face into the freaking side of a wall.
As they do.
Yes. So then I walk out of this vent, and the alien or the android's just like, "Sup, brah? I'm gonna fucking punch your dick."
I'm gonna punch a dog in the dick.
So I immediately
Why do you have my dog up here?
I immediately pull out my freaking revolver.
That's gonna be my handle on Twitter, just FYI. Dog dick puncher. I need to figure out how to make that happen.
Yes, please do. Like, immediately as he saw me, like, I pull out my pistol, start shooting at him. Doesn't do jack squat. Like, this dude starts punching me. I lose health. At this point, I'm like, fuck healing myself. I'm just gonna die. I pull out my trusty battle wrench and just start wailing the dude in the face. Doesn't do shit. And I just get destroyed. And at that point, I was just like, I'm gonna put the controller down for a little bit, go take a smoke break. Oh, look, it's time for work.
So we'll get back to it then.
So
yeah,
Alien
I'm definitely
Isolation
gonna play
has
Cracked on
scary ass
this tonight.
androids. Is where we're at
Okay,
right there.
so I'm gonna move over to
Basically,
Matt.
the big brother of the game.
You've been playing League some more.
Riga Regins.
Riga Regins.
I don't just play the game.
Yeah, you pretty
It
much
plays you.
Yes.
The Mother Russia.
Yes.
No, and if you're a noob like me that attempts it, then you just get shunned from society. What are you doing?
I'm gonna be honest.
That
I haven't
happened to
even
me twice.
tried because I know it
You
would
will
suck my
lose.
life.
Well,
I
your
really don't
life.
do things that I suck at because I don't like to play things that I suck at because I like to float at things I can.
Because I like to look awesome. Yeah, I'm the same way.
Basically.
Yeah.
I
why you
played
get
it
better
once and
by
this guy
playing
called
more.
me a faggot. I was like, what the fuck?
That's every
Who
game.
uses that anymore?
Hey, did he tell you any cool tricks he was doing with your mom, though? Because that's
No,
how you know
I'm
you're
pretty
really
sure-
online. I did not know that my mother had all these extra hobbies.
Who have you been playing though? Last time we were playing together, you were all about playing Gnar. So.
Oh, well, that's because Nar was the
adorable.
Yordle King, and it was hilarious. Have you seen what he does when he dances?
Yes.
It's the best dance in the entire game, and I don't care what anybody says. But no,
Adorable.
I've actually been jumping onto a friend of mine's account because I don't have Victor yet, and they reworked him, and now Victor is an auto attack beef,
Yeah.
just butthole. Like his Q makes him.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's crazy. He turns into a beast. Like he used to be.
I'm thinking
okay.
of this actual butthole. That's why.
Well, his ult looks kind of like a butthole. If you
It's
look
Yeah,
a black
just
hole.
it resembles like a really disgusting butthole.
Does
like
it
a really
shit on
hairy
anybody?
No, I've been playing a lot of Victor, and then I've actually been forcing myself to go back to bot lane. I need to get my ass in jungle, because I can't jungle worth a shit. But yeah, that's...
We should do a
You're
combine.
so speaking a different language to me right now.
Oh,
Roll your jungle.
wait until you start talking about just...
You lose your life.
There's so
I lost 5
much
years
to
of
that
my
game.
life to this
There's
game.
like 117
Box
characters, and I know all 4 of their spells, I know their passives, I know their builds, and it's all crap that I learned just by playing the game so that I can actually be good at it. Like, there's a learning curve that is as steep as a vertical wall for that game up until a certain point, and then it's...
You have to practice.
And then you
Yeah,
watch,
exactly.
watch streams, and then you get if you get really into watching competitive League, like it's fucking insane, and it's so much fun to watch. Like Worlds is going on right now, and it's
That's
just
true.
like so much fun.
So you've also been playing Skyrim?
Yeah, I'm not late
On
to
PC?
this. Yeah, purely... And that's why when you looked at me dirty earlier when I typed that
no,
shit
it
in-
wasn't dirty. It was like,
So,
you're
yeah.
finally
Kidding
playing.
me.
No, well, it's not a fun. Like I definitely
Okay.
played Skyrim when Skyrim was
When it was cool, before it was cool.
Yeah, Skyrim. No, now I'm playing Skyrim with like 1,000 movement speed, 1,000 vertical jump, way too much strength, way too much health. I'm basically what I'm doing is
God.
I'm jumping from one mountain to a giant pit and then swing my weapon once and watching ragdolls fly all the way across
You're like a
Tanrail.
Super Saiyan.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I did. I was
Except
like,
not like 10 episodes to get to the one event that we're in.
Yeah.
Minus all the screaming.
So did you beat the game within 5 minutes?
I'm not. No,
You just jump up. Dragon!
I make dragons my bitch.
So,
You punch them in the
But yeah,
Box
so
quote,
it
I make
was
dragons my bitch.
specifically just because I wanted to start.
That's a box quote.
I make
There you go.
dragons my
So
bitch.
for my
and then I
question,
punched their dogs.
and then I punched each dragon's dog in the penis.
Why do they have dogs? I don't know.
Everybody knows
Everybody
dogs
needs
are
to
dragon's
be
best
taken,
friend.
okay? You're right.
Yeah, I'm such
They're
a...
just some of the most loyal things in the world.
Anything else you guys have been playing? Get into the stuff I've been playing for a moment. Anything? Okay. So, been playing Minecraft on the PS4. No one else is playing with me. I'm all alone.
Yeah, whenever you're online, it always says.
Well, the good
Fathergamer,
thing is you can play with yourself.
offline, alone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Would you put out
I did invite. I did have 2 people on my friends list who are not on my friends list anymore after this, because this is the problem with this
Are you
doing the show. You get a lot of friends requests when there's an episode. You guys will find that out.
Oh no.
I don't know
And
who I am.
Humans.
and I was like, oh yeah, I'll let them on. I don't know why I got so high pitched there. I'll let them on. So I made this huge, giant TFGP like shrine and an SCNS shrine, and I'm walking around and I see the guy walk past me. I'm like, oh, that's nice. What's he doing? He's building something. And so I kind of follow him around. Okay, I had made TNT, so he found that resources very, very quickly, and he blew up just completely blew it up.
Dickhole.
And then he just goes,
Damn, that's like the harshest shit she said all night. What a dickhole! He needs to die.
Okay.
and then
TFGP,
he blew up
SCNS.
TFGP. Yeah, but I luckily, right when he did it, I turned off my PS4 before it saved because I had it on autosave.
Do you think we can make stuff on Minecraft? Because obviously, if Matt can make somebody punching a dog in the dick on Minecraft, this would be fucking hilarious.
It's a very large.
That feels like I've seen Hogwarts done in Minecraft. I've seen
fist.
Hyrule done in
Someone did
Minecraft.
campus.
Yeah,
Somebody
see,
did
those
the
people.
Enterprise 1701D.
I will talk
In
all of that.
Minecraft.
Somebody actually did the entire world.
ship.
Somebody actually made like the entire realm of Middle Earth.
I don't know any of you guys' moms, but I want to say someone's mom in here we made, but that's beside the point. But,
Probably mine.
probably Kyle. But yeah, so I've been. As far as the differences, it's 36 times bigger than the PS3. Yeah, I know. The PS more dick stuff than the PS3 version or the Xbox 360 version. I did get lost. I know it's not as good as the all superior PC version, but I like it.
Society.
So I like it. It's fun. And also, I've been playing Disney Infinity 2.0.
I want that so bad.
It's fun. It's the Marvel. In case people listening, it's the Marvel infusion into the toy money grab that they're doing. It's not like I actually like the game. Mike's been over there, seen me play it. It's usually me coming up with level up machines for the characters.
Yeah.
So I can level up the characters faster. But I've built some worlds actually for Extra Life. We're going to be streaming some worlds that I built that are pretty cool. Actually, I think. As far as the main game, the one that comes with the Avengers playset, it's fun. It's standard, almost like Lego game type of stuff. Biggest problem is it doesn't quite have the personalities of the Lego games, even though they did infuse a lot more humor into the game.
Yeah.
You can constantly have to reposition the camera.
That's really.
And you would figure for a family style game, they would have a fixed camera.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of places like when I'm inside buildings where I'm like, where am I? Where am I? And if I were that kid, I'd be flipping out. Like, oh my God, it's broken. The actual figures themselves are really nice. The fact that the figures from the old game, if you level them up or anything like that, you can actually bring them in and they level up and keep whatever they've leveled up before. Wow, I'm saying level up a lot. It's good. It's just I'm not playing with anybody, and I think somebody here has it can be fun. So it is, especially on that. And Disney, Disney's not going to be like, oh, let anyone into your world. I mean, they're so like, we don't want pedophiles. So it's like
You still can't play online?
You can, but you have to be friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's kind of like.
And there are downloadable levels that other people have made, and they're very filtered because I have yet to see the penis level that is out there.
Someone's going to do it.
It's the punch the dog at the penis level. That's got to happen. It's happening, by the way. I'm making it.
That's fine. That'll
Dude, I knew it.
That's how you
What's
level up.
Buzz Lightyear doing?
That's how you level up. You just keep
Close
doing
your
that over
eyes.
and over
Yeah.
again.
Shh. Look at the flowers. But it's
Rosebud.
spoiler. It's a good game as far as a family game. In the building, there's kind of a theme between the two games I've been playing. The toy box in 2.0 is a lot more robust. You can actually create fighting games and 2D shooters and all that kind of stuff because you can change the camera angles
Interesting.
and that kind of sort of like Little Big Planet, but not quite as in depth.
That's the feel I'm starting to get from it because when you
That's
started
what it
talking
looks
about
like.
If you can find the money discs, the power discs,
The money. Well,
that's pretty much
technically
what they.
you're not wrong.
Yeah, I'm not wrong in that. If you can get certain ones, you'll unlock certain stuff. Like I have some from the first that are Frankenweenie themed, so I could do the whole black and white kind of thing for Halloween's what I'm doing, and it's fun. Like I wish there was a lot more world to play with as far as people. Now, I did also get the Guardian set, which to me is a far superior thing than the Avengers set. It just seems like a better shooter kind of game mechanics. It actually seems like they spent more time and the world is more alive when you're running around. Also, I love Guardians, so
They saw the cash cow, the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
I saw it 3 times.
Yeah, I did too. It's so good. So that's what's in our system. I don't know why I keep moving my hand up like that, like I'm serving something.
Thank you.
Oh
Mike doesn't play games.
no!
Yeah, Mike doesn't know what video games are, so we don't give a shit.
No,
what he's playing.
Mike, I'm sorry. You didn't have it written down here, so you were too busy running our words.
Yeah,
So I
thank you
forgot.
for
I'm
that.
sorry,
He's
Mike.
like
What
Ron
Real
Burgundy. If
MVP.
you put it on the teleprompter, he will read it. Go
I
fuck
will, I
yourself,
will.
San Diego.
Why?
It's German.
Why
for
would you
whales
do
for
that?
China.
Why?
I was actually about to say that too.
I mean, I have a lot of games downloaded.
Well, that's enough. So
But-
we'll
So moving on.
I play games a little bit, and then I stop because I need to watch TV shows, and then I go back to the games, go back to the TV shows.
Stupid
with it,
So,
Mike.
but I am going to be playing, at least for the Extra Life thing, I'm going to be playing a lot of Orcs Must Die Unchained beta,
Okay.
and twitching it. So twitching it as well as recording it to the computer so I can put
And
it on YouTube.
we've
Is that
got
available on Steam?
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's standalone.
We actually
I-
have some
it might go
really
to
good
Steam, I
friends
don't know.
over there at Robot Entertainment, the guys who make that game.
Okay.
It's number 3.
Hello, Justin.
Uh,
He was actually on the show, our Star Wars episode. So
Yeah.
if you don't like it, we'll get a hold of him.
It's an MMORPG.
RPB, yeah.
RTB.
APB.
So
Role playing butt.
Oh, it's an MMO.
Man,
Yeah.
our words are
So,
just
I mean-
like blah, blah, blah.
I tried playing a little bit of like Worlds of Warcraft before and wasn't really into that. I'm okay with trying this one out, see how I like it.
Okay. Anything else? I know you've been playing. You played the Zelda thing a little bit. Though.
I played the Ocarina of Time 2D version, so OOTD 2. So,
Okay, and you have that on YouTube. We'll put a link on that as well.
Yeah, I made the little like brief walkthrough of what they have so far.
So now are we done?
Yes, and that's in beta form too, is right now. So.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take a quick. Really? That's my
Hey,
whole
did you just ejaculate or whatever your word was?
Erectate.
Masticate.
Oh, actually,
And I said that word earlier too. You'll have to find
actually,
it in the
SCNS did want us to
subtext of
use
the film.
SCNS did want us to use masticate.
Masticate?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
my.
instead of
So,
eructation.
so we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. Quick. Wow, I can't speak today. We're gonna take a quick
are hard.
break, and we'll be right back.
See, you're throwing them now.
Hey guys, I'm Jason the X,
I'm Chris. I'm Matt. And I'm Rob.
and we're SCNS Live. We're kind of like The View, but for nerds.
We're your primary source for nerd news, information, opinion, and just general mayhem. So check us out
Thursday at 8 Central.
on our Facebook page at facebook.com/SCNS Live.
Also check us out at youtube.com/UntitledSCNS. Go on, subscribe, give us a like, leave a comment.
And above all, guys,
Keep on nerding.
Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian. It worked. You're alive. You don't know how long I've been looking for you. I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your ghost. And you've been dead a long time. So you're gonna see a lot of things you won't understand. This is fallen territory. We aren't safe here. I have to get to the city. Hold still. Don't worry, I'm still with you. We need to move. Fast.
So, and we're back. We're going to talk about this little tiny indie game that barely sold anything.
Nobody's even heard of it.
Fucking sucks.
Stupid Bungie.
Is it
So we're going to talk about Destiny.
What?
Destiny's for nubs.
No?
Yeah,
No.
nubs.
It's a better way of saying noobs.
In case you didn't know, Kyle.
Or
Gotcha! No,
Fucking punch me in the face, why don't you?
I got your dog.
They go to the house and punch the dog in the dick.
yeah, TFGP is much more about phallic punching than
Apparently.
anything else.
Right now, yeah.
Right now.
Solely
so
focused on
excited to talk about
K9P9.
I will show myself out.
So,
Katie's been playing a ton of Destiny. You should ask her about it.
A ton.
When she puts
so by a ton, do we mean a little? I'm guessing by the sarcasm.
By
I
sitting on the couch.
bought the system. Right?
Okay, that's what step
Right.
one.
So step one, I bought the white PS4 system.
Okay.
And I brought it home and
Uh-huh.
I set it up.
Uh-huh.
And I played like the first mission,
Uh-huh.
and then my boyfriend came home,
Uh-huh.
and I haven't touched it since.
Actually,
like literally the day it came out, that's the last time I played it. But he's way better than me, so it's kind of fun
didn't
to
he
watch.
play with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's
So,
really good.
so we technically have played with your system. It's
Yes,
just,
exactly.
yeah.
You played with my handle is the Squeaky Duck, so
Yeah.
if you see Squeaky Duck playing Destiny, it's not me.
Yeah, just know it's awesome.
Not me.
It's her boyfriend.
It's a
He's
lie.
good. He's just a
The
warlock.
cake is a lie.
The cake
Yeah.
is a lie.
Yeah, he's a
So let's start off with story. Okay, I know this has been kind of like the thing that everybody's been pissy with and all that kind of stuff.
It's all over the place.
Let's go ahead and let Matt start that one off.
After he's done eating a shoe.
No, I just...
I'm sure there'll be more
All I've
canine
heard
punching.
is that everybody hates it. Peter Dinklage's voice sucked. There's... It's,
nothing
and then,
people
it's not a complete game. But when they're talking... Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. Peter
That will get stuck in your head, just to let you know. I just hum it all the time.
Peter Dinklage.
Acapella version. Hell yeah. Alright, no.
Just like Glee.
Don't
And all I
even
can
get
think
us
about right
started.
now is saying Peter
I feel so
in Lois'
fulfilled.
voice from Family Guy.
So go ahead, story, Matt.
I mean, I've heard a lot of stuff, how it's like an incomplete game, the story's incomplete, This is one of those... First off, it's supposed to be like an MMORPG in a sense where you get your ass on the game, you grind in the game, you reach for a level of strength in order...
I've been grinding the hell out of that.
Oh, I've been grinding more things than just the game. Anyways.
Again, he's an distance.
But I mean, and it's going to go on. Like, Bungie even said before this game was released that they were going to have years of support for this fucking thing.
Yeah.
So, when people started playing World of Warcraft, were they all pissed off that it was only so much story when there was so much more to the World of Warcraft
It's the
universe?
internet, probably. But
But that's
still.
my point. Is like, not everybody... I guess, like, a lot of people weren't going into the game ready for what the game is supposed to be, and so they were anticipating like Call of Duty or Battlefield. There's some other
Well, they're also
or
saying-
Halo because it was
it's
from Bungie, but Halo is no longer Bungie's. It's all Microsoft now.
I think a lot of the problem too was people. I've noticed mostly it seems to be people that are single player people.
And,
Well,
and
they're
it's
having the biggest
unfortunately
problem.
driven towards single player right now,
Yeah.
unless you have a clique of friends, because there is no LFG system, there is no way, there's no group finder. I mean, the only way you can sit there is to being an
PS3, so I'll
annoying
be
ass in the tower and be like, "Do you want to be my friend? Do you want to be my friend? Do you want to be my friend? Do you want to be my friend?"
I feel dirty doing that.
Well,
Say what?
I feel dirty doing that. Like, you know, I go play strike.
Well, I mean, if anybody's ever played an MMO, you see those assholes who like spam the shit out of advertisements for some shitty website that no one cares about to buy gold or whatever the fucking. I feel like that is like, hey,
Play Vault of Glass. Play Vault
See,
of
what
Glass.
Eric
Play Vault
does
of
is he
Glass.
goes to the tower, meets somebody, gets up on him, and just starts dancing.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll be his
That's pretty much what I do. Actually, now that I hit 29, I just walk in and people go, "Play with me." So, what the hell is that thing on your back? It's not the first time I've heard that, but that shotgun that I have. That
the universal remote.
I feel like I've played this game so much, but it's
because you watch it all the time.
I sit. They will be raiding for 3 hours. I am sitting on the couch watching them raid.
And
for
then
3 hours.
we can hear Katie in the background.
Raid!
Sometimes, she'll say things that like help everybody who can hear her in the raid. You hear Katie's voice and everybody reacts because we're like, oh fuck.
Can we all agree? I mean, I don't think the narrative of the game is that bad. I don't think it's terrible.
Good. It's not amazing.
Here's the thing. I actually enjoyed running through the story. I thought it was a little weak at some points. There's so many questions that they just refuse to answer.
It came from the moon.
But at the same time, when I finish it, I didn't feel dissatisfied. I actually felt like I just finished like the first act of a story, and that's what's supposed to be expected though, because they have so many expansions. They have 3 set up already. The 2 that we're gonna get, there's a 3rd one that's supposed to come with it, and then apparently there's 3 more.
I feel like you get to level 20 and you finish the story, or you finish the story, whatever comes first.
And then it's Diablo.
And then the game. Well, then the game starts. I feel like especially we've talked about this, like having a group of friends at least, or having people you can play with is so important, because
that's the main
post 20.
focus.
That's all you really can be doing is playing with your friends, grinding, raiding.
Oh yeah.
Striking.
Well, and that's where the game shines.
That's what makes it. That's what makes it. What's so cool about it is the game changes completely.
Yeah.
The way you play it, because you go and once you get to level 20, you have to level up the next 10 levels using light, which you only get on armor. But it completely changes the way you play the game. I think what Bungie really did wrong was they tried so hard to stay away. It was like a taboo thing to say MMO for the game, and they constantly kept saying it's a shooter first. Well, yeah, of course.
Well, let's be honest.
It is seriously one of the, I think, the crispest shooter game I've played since Halo. I mean, Call of Duty's got nothing on Halo when it comes to like the way the gunplay is to it. It's just on point.
And I don't play shooters. Period. Like, okay, I played Borderlands co-op with my boyfriend because I'm terrible at shooters and he pretty much carries me on
So
his
you
back
pick stuff up while
game.
he kills things.
Yes, exactly. I'm really good at picking up loot.
He's like a mile away.
But like even when I was playing, like when I played through like the first mission, and I'll pick it up and I'll like run around and do whatever. The controls are really, 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 really well done. I've never felt comfortable really playing shooters. I never really played them. In Destiny, I played through the first mission and I didn't even die once, which is amazing for me.
I just want to do a quick shout out to the engineers who made the PlayStation 4 controller. I've played on a PlayStation 1, I've played on a PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. Never have I ever felt any kind of drive to play a first-person shooter on that console. Mm-mm. Because I've touched a keyboard and mouse, and I've also touched an Xbox controller. And with the exception of the cinder block that they released for the very first console, that controller was stupid.
Oh, the Xbox
yeah, like the only person who liked that controller was like Shaq or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But fucking, this is the first controller that I've had in my hands where after a good 9-hour grind, which everybody in this room knows I have done because they saw me, my hands weren't like, ugh. I wasn't like, fuck this controller. And it's actually super, like, this is the first PS4 controller that has amazing triggers.
Yeah, it really
is
does.
So nice.
I never find myself having to like stretch my fingers out or anything from the triggers because it's just the way it fits. It fits so good.
Just close your eyes. This is so sexual. Just go ahead.
I just like wrapping my fingers around you, girl.
Well, yeah,
you're thumbing your joysticks.
You're talking about the
sliding my finger across your touchpad.
Dirty.
And that's the one thing I really do like is I feel like the
Plugging it in the
touchpad is your little ghost. You know, I don't even know what you use to like bring up the little ghost on Xbox One. Like I have no idea because I have no idea. But like I just feel like the controller is just like I feel like Destiny is really optimized for the PS4. I don't know. I don't have anything to back it up. But like it just seems like the controls and the way that it's handled. I don't know.
Well, going back for just a second to the story, and then we'll
sorry.
No, it's fun. The thing that I've been debating about and thinking about with the story. And
are you a master debater?
I'm a master debater. I do masticate too.
I masticate daily. Sometimes by myself.
Thank you, SNES.
I am a cutting linguist.
Wow. Mastication. So I hit the table again. So when we get a sports game like a Madden, we don't go, "Oh my god, the story was so terrible." You talk about the gameplay. With this game, it is the gameplay. I mean, that is the thing that brings you to the table.
All the boys to the yard.
He does bring all the boys to the yard.
It's basically a milkshake.
It is,
and all the boys dressed up like girls to the yard too.
I can tell you right now, if anybody has the game, if you were to go get the game after the second expansion comes out, let's say you played it already, you got rid of it. It's gonna be completely different. There's so much, and all these people are whining and complaining about, oh, I hate why should I have to pay for DLC when it's already on disc? Who cares? If you like it, you're going to pay for it.
I don't think it's entirely on the disc.
And it's not. It's not all entirely on the disc. They even said it's just placeholders for a lot of it. But the thing is
they're sending more and more.
If you go into the game realizing, hey, this game is expected to have a longevity of 10 years, okay, they're not going to just give you an open book right to start with. That's not how Bungie works as it is. There's always things where you find things and...
Just weekly, the game is changing.
It really is.
Did you see with the
game is
update?
alive.
It is alive. Did you see the update that just happened? Was it, I believe, yesterday? If you went to the tower and walked around, they're changing stuff in the tower.
Yeah. There's
like the glass thing right in front of
your mom's house.
Yes, it's directly in front of.
I
her.
like the cyclical nature of like some of the merchants and stuff.
I'm telling you, the game's alive.
You know, like
it's gonna just. No, man, I don't.
That'd be funny.
That'd be funny if they're changing things like while you're actually playing. So you're like, you fall over something. You're just not there before.
I swear, if you die in this game, you're gonna die in real life. Sorry for you.
I think he's died many times then because he's like throwing himself off the tower.
To get through the ring is about to happen to you.
I really think Bungie would have, if they wouldn't have been labeled MMO as a taboo word for this game, I think they would have been in such a better boat because that really explains a lot of what people's gripes are because they expect it to be a single-player game, just like Halo, where you had this fantastically well-written story. And yes, I think it also has some merit to the fact that the lead writer left a year before the game came out.
You know what? This is the story we have. We're using it.
And then they hire a guy to put the rest of the story on cards that you can't even read in the game. And because you can't...
That is
William
Shatner
it? Because it's not in the game, I'm pretty sure that explains a lot of the reason that they couldn't fit into the game. Because if you can't read it in the game, they weren't expecting to have to do it.
Yeah, I pretty much have gone through all of them on the toilet.
And you need to go through and play the game, because that is where... Matt and I have talked about it. That's where all the lore is, and there's just...
That's exactly when we were talking about the story. I remember you and I talking about that because I remembered when we first started playing. I was like, "Goody, I found another fucking grimoire. What the fuck ever?"
Yeah,
and then when I finally opened the fucking app on my phone and I'm sitting there squeezing out a deuce, I'm like, "Holy fuck, no way!" I got so much more amped about the fucking game because
there's so
I was learning about Mars, I was learning about Venus and what to look for when you're born under it. Anybody?
What is the golden age like? They've
exactly.
I found out that the exos were actually made by the humans, and they explain like why and when this came about, and it's just like
spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Right. That's not that much of a spoiler. I mean, there's no merit to the game.
Well, for the illiterate gamer,
being that you can beat the game in what? Probably a day.
I mean, I would do it. I sped run a warlock through it, and we beat it in
5 seconds.
I want to say 7 hours in total, maybe 8. There was we actually tried, and we even had a level 28 like carry us through the majority of it. There were actually some points where we had to stop speeding through the single player missions and actually have to go grind up a couple levels to catch up because we were moving so fast. It's about 7 hours.
When we were doing our first clear?
When I was running with Brandon, I was running on Warlock.
So really cannot wait for the expansion packs.
Oh yeah,
the Iron Banner's boss.
So let's go ahead and go into Crucible for a second. We'll talk about it, and then go into raids and strikes and all that kind of stuff. Let's start with Crucible. What's your favorite thing in Crucible? In Crucible, just in case you know, that's basically PvP.
It's the matchmaking. Right now, I'm obsessed with Iron Banner because
I'm kicking ass at it. That's the reason why I'm...
Iron Banner is the coolest thing ever, and I hope they put it in there all the time because it gives you the opportunity to just totally gloat to people how awesome you are.
Except for you were complaining all last night.
With Iron Banner?
Yeah.
No, are you kidding me? I was just destroying people with my...
You were like, okay, this one dude just keeps killing me, and I'm so much better than you.
I actually completely don't remember something as honest.
Fucking Warlocks is all I have to say.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. If you fucking play the thing. But when the description for a class, Titan being in question, is the fucking wall by which darkness, bullshit, whatever the fuck. When it's described as
exactly how the
it's described as a tanky motherfucker, and then I'm getting out tanked by the glass cannon, air quotes being used there. That's bullshit. When I feel like I'm a fucking wet paper towel at a Steel Dick concert, there's no fucking...
my favorite thing with Warlock with all of that is I've leveled up Sunslinger.
Satan.
Yeah, pretty basically. And I have that the remote control, which is that
Satan.
shotgun, the
Primary.
Universal remote.
Yeah, it's in my primary slot instead of the secondary. And so I have the whole resurrection like Phoenix thing, and I will just wait, and it's because I'm a dick with it because it's pretty fun. I'll just kind of wait at one of the spots. The capture point.
So what
Yeah,
you
your
camp?
longest life is like 25 minutes. So
Yeah.
I saw that earlier today. I was like, the heck do? You just sit there and just
No, I mean I go
put up a tent, put some shrimp on the bobby.
Yeah, well,
Punching dogs in the dick.
I think my lowest kill rate is like 2 point something or other. Like I keep pretty
you said
good.
your lowest?
Yeah.
Well, fuck you.
so this guy comes up. I didn't actually
dirty
see him.
work.
I didn't see him. He came up behind me, shot me, and then went to teabag me. And I was like, well, motherfucker, guess what's happening now? Came back to life and shot him in the face. Teabagged him for the entire time I was flaming. Like, I'm not even going to use this.
So you're a flamer, huh?
Yeah,
He's
pretty
being
much.
It's pretty messed up. It's pretty messed up how the Warlock, who is considered the glass cannon of the classes, is actually able to have as much armor as like a Titan, because they have an ability where you can just punch somebody and get a flame shield that makes you harder to kill. And I'm sitting here,
And I catch you on fire.
And in comparison, the defender class for Titan, if I punch a motherfucker, first off, I have to kill him with it for my shield to go on, and then after I punch that motherfucker, it takes like a good second delay for my shield to even go on.
They have kind of overpowered the Warlock, even though I haven't
I hope they nerf the fuck out of Warlock.
I hope they don't nerf it. I hope the Titan can at least get a little bit better.
to put a little context to the frustration, Matt and I both play a Titan, and so I love the fact that I can run around and just like shoulder charge into somebody that thinks that they
die immediately,
and they get wrecked. It is the most fun thing when I'll sprint towards somebody and jump and just take like a flying knee to their face and then just ragdoll. Like ragdoll physics out and die. But the fact that I can't run up to a Warlock and we punch each other at the same time and he doesn't die, that's really frustrating.
I dance on your ass.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
I just love like jumping in there and stopping and just pop.
Yeah, I love doing that.
Showed me that the
I
other
just
day.
pop people in the head. I go, they're like, who the
Especially
hell is he?
Especially
Bam, bam, bam,
shoulder
looking
charge
straight at
shit.
him. Yeah, you just stop in midair when you aim.
Definitely
And then
try.
I do a flying knee to your face and just watch it.
Definitely
And
try.
then I go into my Phoenix mode and shoot you. in the
I
face.
actually have
So
gotten to
that's-
the point where when I kill somebody that's a Warlock, I wait for a few seconds to see if they come back to life, because I've had it happen to me so many times. I'll turn my back, and then the next thing on my radar, it's like the dude is literally standing on top of me. I'm like, where is he? And I turn around, it's just like flaming wings like an angel of death about to punch me in the face.
By the way, if you're out there listening, Destiny with 19 billion Ys 816, I hate you so much. You killed me way too many damn times. No hard feelings, but go fuck yourself.
I need to keep a list of like the great
Just
things.
wait, Destiny.
I have a vendetta list.
He's
that
gonna
runs in my
punch
head.
your dog in the dick.
I'm gonna punch your dog in the
Your
dick.
mom.
Yes.
You're hitting the table, man. But anyway, it's
I work with
He
my
talks
hands,
with his
man.
hands.
I do talk with my hands.
we're gonna have to like really, Mike.
Wait, drumroll,
Put
everybody.
that back in your pants. Ow!
Everybody.
So okay, Crucible. Anything else in Crucible? I mean, Cap, whatever the hell it's called.
I've pretty much
trying to say
exclusively
Iron
played
well, Iron
Control.
Banner and have you guys done any
Capture.
leveling up on Iron Banner?
I'm
yet?
still working on ranking up. Iron Banner, well, I guess, should I explain it real quick for the people that don't know? Iron Banner is, what they did in the Crucible and the matchmaking is, originally they just scaled it to where, like, your actual weapons, like, strength and your defense and everything, it's nerfed and it's on a level playing field, so the only thing that affects it is your, like, sub-abilities that you get from the stats from your armor and stuff, so, like, it increases how your cooldowns and stuff like that. But in the Iron Banner, what they did is they threw all that out the window, and it's like, how badass can you be? Like, it's literally, there's no holds bar, like, literally the best guys win. And it is so much fun because...
Well, to clarify, because you didn't touch on the point yet, the difference from the original PvP and the Iron Banner PvP is it's gear does not matter in the original,
Basically.
and gear does matter
And weapons,
in
too.
Iron Banner. Yeah, well, weapons are gear. So the only thing that they really factor into on the Crucible one was just the bar graph stats.
Yeah.
Like we had talked
Yeah.
about that earlier. All the numbers and all that extra shenanigans gets factored into the Iron Banner, which is why it is a stand apart and so different.
And you can definitely notice the guys that go in there, like, under leveled. I was playing with a guy that was, like, level 17. I just constantly saw his name being popped up that he got killed. He probably quit eventually. But
No, I've had an entire team that was on the other side.
Yeah,
quit.
I played all afternoon. I was playing, and I constantly was playing in a team of 4 or 5 people rather than 6, like you're supposed to, because I would always get people that were not leveled properly and did not know what they were getting into, and would get wrecked beyond.
And then they'd rage quit.
And they'd rage quit.
We had one group where we were just slaughtering them. The hell is that?
It's a car.
Okay.
Or that also.
We slaughtered them, and it was down to 2 people on the other team. We actually had one that completely the game washed.
Do they autofill spots
Yes,
with other
they do.
people?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Like
'cause
Matt
I
was
that's
able.
fucked up.
I told Matt like I needed him to come help, and he was able to jump in the middle of the match.
Yeah, I've jumped in a couple, and it's like you have a minute left, and you're on the losing side. Go ahead.
See, like this like
God.
the Crucible, like because I know the matchmaking system and everything.
Yeah.
Like, the when you're doing the matchmaking and people leave, like I've noticed, like at least through my games,
It sucks.
that no one fills in spots for them, and it's weird. I've been screwed sometimes.
I've been filled in on spots a few times. So.
How many spots have you had filled?
Oh, lots.
Every time you say
Spottily.
matchmaking, I'm thinking Fiddler on a Roof. I'm sorry.
matchmaker.
Really?
Give me
Really? That's where you
It's
go.
like-
It's a gaming show. Thank you.
Mike,
Well,
Mike,
a
Mike,
nerd
Mike,
show.
Mike.
I guess he's nerdy, so we're good. So, anything else on, strikes, raids? Let's talk about your raid right quick, and then we'll finish off with Destiny talk.
So Matt, our raid is a little frustrating for us.
Yep.
We run in our
I've run with y'all, too, on that.
yeah we've actually run with Eric, and now our clans are actually allies on
Yes,
Bungie.
we are.
We're
I guess we should talk about that right quick.
Yeah.
You're
The debauchery
the
tea
debauchery
party.
tea party, and it's kind of. I'm glad that it happened this way. Is the original spelling of debauchery was already taken, so I spelled debauchery wrong. So it's with an A. It's A-R-Y instead of E-R-Y. I kind of like that because debauchery, and you spell it cool.
Yeah, I
There's cleverness to it. I like that.
I get it.
Thanks, man. But the best thing is you get you have to have, I think, is it 5 or 6 people for it to actually show up. That's how you see the people with like the name like
On their
clan
player
tags and
card.
everything on their player card. But we've got 6 or 7 right now.
So you've got the Debauchery Tea Party, Cinelinks Gamers Club is ours. We also have another Team Ram Snake is the other.
I've got one right now. I need to switch back to the Debauchery Tea Party, but it's
I
I noticed you didn't have.
you betrayer.
I
yeah,
noticed you
because
didn't
my
have one.
friends were like just bitching about it, and I'm like, get your panties out of a wad. I will freaking make one, and I won't join my other guys, but they're like, okay, so we're gonna call it League of Average Gentlemen, and I was like, whatever.
It's a pretty cool name.
So
Yeah, and their
Average
tag
name.
is lag,
Our
which made
tag
me
is
laugh.
lag.
Which the first time we ever had you go into the raid with us, it lagged the fuck out.
Yeah.
So fix your plan shit, bro.
Segue into raids. Segue into raids.
Yeah, so Matt and I have been running the raid with the other people in our clan, and we're a little frustrated because we blow through all the phases, but we always end up not finishing. We've gotten the farthest we've gotten is to the final room where you have to go through these portals and everything. It's a bitch, dude. It's so frustrating, and
This pisses me off watching all those people in the white armor.
it does.
It's like-
I want that chatter white armor shader so bad. But it's okay. I'm not gonna lie. It is probably the most fun thing about Destiny is doing the raid, though.
Yeah,
it's the most
really
satisfying
fun.
thing. That when you actually pass a stage and you move to the next one, it is the most satisfying thing to do in the game. Probably like 40% of satisfaction from the game itself comes from doing the raids.
Well, not just the raid, but I mean, the strikes are kind of a good foreplay for what you're anticipating come the raid. And then you get there and you get to a point where you get... Let's be mature.
Okay, go ahead.
So,
It's late.
so while you're fondling your controller during the foreplay of strikes, and you're stroking your joysticks playing the game, am I making it like Rule 34? But
Hey
no,
guys,
like,
y'all need to
I
leave.
love
the
Yeah,
strikes
Yeah.
are great because they're basically 3-person
Oh my
raids,
gosh.
kind of is a way
Yeah.
to think of them. And you go through with 3 of your retarded or 2 of your retarded friends, and you guys die until you complete it, and then you're like, yeah, it was fun. And then all of a sudden a raid shows up, and it's 3 extra people, and now you kind of feel a little beefy rolling in with your friends, mob deep. and then you're gonna go and tackle this huge thing. I mean, shit. I
Unless
remember
it's
when we
legendary.
opened the door, we
were stoked.
we were those retards who sat in front
Oh,
of the
yeah.
game door and took pictures.
I'm in that picture
Yeah.
somewhere.
Wait,
I still don't have
I
that
watched
picture.
you guys play that part.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Actually, streamed
like
that.
I remember there was a good 20-second in our party chat of all of us just going, "Ah!" just because we were so stoked.
Yeah, we opened it, and then we got to the next part, and we're like,
you
yeah,
have to open the door.
Well,
too.
yeah, because we tried, failed,
then
regrouped,
suicides.
and then said, "Fuck it,"
Yeah.
tried, succeeded, and then it was just, fucking finally.
And now
And
it
then-
takes us like 5 minutes to get through the door.
Oh yeah, like
Does it?
It's fucking night.
We did it
and
last
day.
night, and no joke, there's maybe like three sentences that were said amongst us like, "Hey, you good?" Yeah.
I figured it out with my class what the issue was, since I can't use the remote control in that one at all.
You
It has to be.
switch your weapon.
I switched weapon.
I mentioned that to Matt after we finished running it. Was your weapon was not suited for doing
Yeah,
it.
like for Crucible and stuff like that, it's fine. But I have to have I'm doing automatic.
That's another
pulse
thing
rifle now.
is I think it's because I've actually acquired a few exotics now that there's different exotic weapons that are geared more towards matchmaking playing and then actual single player playing, because I got both Patience in Time and Icebreaker, which are exotic snipers, and one is amazing for running strikes and missions and raids and stuff because it automatically replenishes its own ammo, and so I never run out.
And then the other one,
Patience in Time, is when you scope in, you keep your radar when you scope in, and you go invisible while you're scoped. So I can literally sit there and just ruin somebody's day. And I was doing that in the Iron Banner.
Yeah, when
I love that.
because I play Defender, so basically I try to get in the middle of the crap and just punch things so I have shield and then live. And the most amazing feeling in the world is when you're doing PvP with a group of people that you know, and you're sitting there like, oh my god, this asshole's gonna kill me, and you just watch him drop, and then you look out of the corner of your eye, and Colby's the one who clipped him with the sniper rifle. It's just like, thank you, Jesus. Like, there's such a
That's what
feeling
Colby's
of having that guardian angel.
He had nothing to do with it. It was me.
Yeah, there were so many times where it was all Colby. Because there's no way in hell I was going to get out of it.
It comes with an awareness of, I've played with Matt so much, we've both I've put in over 70 hours, I know, on one character, and we've played so much together, it's just knowing where he is and the kind of situations he gets into.
Well, and even today when you
I sensed something in the falls.
Yeah, you were going through your losing streak, and then you said, I jumped on it, and it was a night and day.
I was on a 5-game losing streak, and it literally took Matt jumping on with me, and I won three or four straight.
Well,
communication.
Because I only played 3.
Communication
is the biggest thing in
yeah.
this game.
Like I play with Team Ramsnake sometimes, and I know. And hey, Leroy, when we play, I always get that mixed up. It's capture, right? Control. Well, I don't think we've lost more than a few games with Control.
We'll lose quite a bit, but it's just it's a much more competitive.
It's all about holding 2 spots and not moving.
Yeah, and that's the thing is when you play with people that you know. This game, if you don't have friends to play with, you might be very disappointed no matter what.
So
you want friends.
I want to go ahead and wrap up Destiny talk. Anything else right quick, and then we'll go to our break.
No, the game's amazing. You should get it either way.
I was definitely
we'll be your
expecting
friends.
Colby to be like, oh, as Matt was talking high shit about him.
I felt to say is give the fucking game a chance. Don't play it for 3 hours and think you've experienced this game because you need to just trade in your console if that's your problem.
Yeah, you need to stop playing video games if you play this game for only 3 hours a day.
Go back.
The fallout from everybody, playing the game, especially the whole no story thing. I almost needed a bumper shoot to protect myself. That might have been
That's
over.
a load of cod swallowed right there.
Okay, we're here with Nick Laborde from Raconteur Games. We're talking to him about something they have in the crock pot of gaming awesomeness. Can you tell me a little bit about it, Nick? The game you're working on?
I am Nicholas Laborde. Nick or Nicholas, whichever you prefer. I can remain a mystery as long as I like. And our first game is called Close Order. And the name comes from, I don't know if you're history buffs, Close Order Formation, which is, when the Romans would like lock their shields together, or the Greek phalanx formation. And basically, our game it's a very unique little arcade-y kind of shooter that we're doing. And by arcade-y shooter, I mean, think of like a modern 3D version of Galaga. So, you have your ship and it's a 3D space, you can move around. And, in an old school arcade game, what you had to do was you killed other ships and points. You killed other ships to get points and rack up the high score and be the guy at the top of the leaderboard who has the weird initials. So with Close Order, what we're doing is instead of going for points, we want to make the player get a little more creative. So instead of killing enemies for points, they're going to drop these parts. And you combine the parts into other ships, which we're calling minions. And you place the minions around you, and your goal is to become a flying fortress.
Right. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
And we also have custom formations, so like you'll be able to pause the game and move the enemies around on a little grid to like whatever formation you want. You can turn them whichever way you prefer. So it's really neat.
That's cool.
So you're planning mostly for PC right now. Can you tell us a little bit about how you plan on distributing the game?
We plan to go onto Steam, hopefully through Steam Greenlight, if the wonderful gamers of the world deem us cool enough. And that is our main distribution method. We think we're very unique in that we have a good chance of being accepted, but again, we'll see. And if we are successful enough, we hope to expand into ports for the next-gen consoles.
Or
should I say current gen?
Current gen. We're almost a year in.
For the PS5 as a launch date.
So, can you tell me a little bit about the people that are working on the game so far? Like the team?
Yeah, so right now there are basically 4 of us. We're actually recruiting to find a couple more programmers and expand the team and speed things up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I am the team leader. I guess you could just call me the project manager. Basically, I work on design-related things. So, I mean, if that's as simple as controls or as big and overarching as our storylines and our level design, the one technical thing I do is level design. I don't do code. That is not my specialty, but I do like level design. So if I had to give one specific claim to actually, air quotes, working on the game, level design is what I do.
Okay.
We have 3 other people. We have a 3D modeler, we have a programmer, and we have actually a dedicated composer who is also doing all of our sound.
That's
so
great.
A really
That's
neat
cool.
thing is that we're going to have a full orchestrated soundtrack.
Nice.
So
And I think that'll help us.
that's awesome, actually. Yeah.
That will.
And I think the sound in general is the most important part that makes or breaks any like media for me, like a movie or a TV show or especially a game. So the fact that we're going to have like an actual recorded orchestrated soundtrack for our first game, it makes me so happy and excited.
That's incredibly
That
awesome.
is very cool.
So can you tell me a little bit about like the little Nick when he was growing up? Can you tell me a little bit about what kind of like took you to this level? What brought you to this particular fork in the road in your life?
Well, it all started when I was an adorable little 4-year-old toddler. I'm the younger brother. I have one sibling, and his name is Chris. He's 5 years older than me, and he was into video games before I was, because I was not conscious enough to understand video games at that point. But around 4 years old, I decided, because everyone wants to be like their big siblings. They just want to do everything they're doing and follow them around, and they think it's annoying. But sometimes it just kind of rubs off, and that's kind of where I started playing games.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 4 years old, my brother. So I was in pre-K. And my brother was in like 4th grade, and he would leave 30 minutes later than me. So the second he left, I would like sneak into his room and I would play his Super Nintendo. And it was Super Mario World, which was the first video game I ever played. And that is one of the games that has influenced me the most. And fun fact, I never actually beat the game until 2 years ago.
Nice.
Bowser just kicked my butt for over a decade, and then I finally said, you know what? I'm going to do it. And then after that, I had this weirdest thing happen. I started like binging Mario games. It's like my subconscious said, it's okay, Nick. Now you can enjoy Mario. But getting back on track, that was the first game I ever played. I was 4 years old. And even when I was that young, I just thought to myself, man, this is just so cool. Like, I would love to design or work with games one day, just because I knew that it was a medium that was going to be very prominent in the future and really be the forefront of technology. And I also feel very gifted because the second game I ever played and the first shooter I ever played was, of course, GoldenEye on the N64.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was quite a harrowing experience, I would say, because my brother took great pride in sitting in a corner and camping and repeatedly shooting me in the face. And I was so young. So that was like 97, 98, or no, early 2000s when I started playing it. So I must have been like 5, 6, 7 years old. And I just didn't even know what was going on, but I was so excited to be moving around, and he would just shoot me, and I didn't have a care in the world.
That just made me feel so old.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're laughing over here
like
because
said,
we're a lot
I seem
older.
a lot older than I am, but I am only 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But, and so I was exposed to a lot of games growing up, and as I got a little older into like middle school and high school, I definitely knew for sure that I wanted to work with games. Some of the games that I really loved that were my biggest influences were, of course, Pokemon. Team Fortress 2 is still one of my favorite games. The Deus Ex franchise is one of my favorites. I love Fallout. I love anything that's really, really, really atmospheric and tells a good story.
And a lot of really good music in all those games you're talking about there.
Yes, so I am very much a sound guy. I love to listen. And one of my all-time favorite shooters, actually, is the Metro franchise. Can't talk, sorry. Have you guys played 2033 or Last Light?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're terrifying and they're wonderful.
They're
I
awesome.
really hope to one day make a game that is as terrifying as Metro.
These-
So I have a wide variety of influences, and I've played games my whole life, basically, and I knew I've always wanted to work with them. So if that directly answers your question in a very
It does directly answer my question. So we're going to be looking for, what's the title of the game again?
Close Order.
We're going to be looking for that in the near future sometime.
It is a day that is farther from today.
Yeah, and it has
and that day will come.
Has numbers and a season.
It has numbers in a year.
Yeah.
Most likely, at this point, we're estimating by and around summer 2015, potentially later, but we think mid to late 2015.
Okay.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, and we'll put all the links in the show notes, and we'll keep up with you, and have you back on the show, maybe having you on a show or two, just to talk about games and stuff, to keep people, knowing a little bit about you and your team. So, anything else you want to tell the people out there? What you want to talk about?
Well, all I have to say is that there are lots of great indie games out there, and we hope to stand out and that people will vote with their wallet and their clicks by telling Steam we're awesome so that they can give us money and play our awesome game at the same time. So, I think with indie games, people take a bigger risk because you don't know what you're getting, and they're usually very different and artistic and creative as compared to big AAA games where there's, shareholders and big executives that don't know about video games and they just want profits, and so it's about making what the market wants. But with an indie game, you're getting a much different experience. You're getting something made out of pure passion and blood, sweat, and tears, and you hear all these stories about indie devs that are, borderline homeless or something because they just want to make this game and get it out. So what I offer is that any indie game is going to offer you a really great experience, and we hope that people will see our game as another one of those great experiences.
Well, Nicholas, Nicholas, Laborde, we're glad to have you, and we'll keep everybody up to date with everything you're doing.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank Nick again for doing that interview. He's a great guy. Can't wait to see where his company is going. Well, that's the end of part 1 of episode 40. Part 2 will be on cinelinks.com. Please check out our show notes for all the links to all the stuff going on with TFGP, Cinelinks, SENS, and all that good jazz. Next part, we will be focusing in on movie news, geek news, awesome stuff, video game news, and we have a new section called WTF where we talk about crazy crap happening in the world. We were talking about everything from vagina cookies to Hitler's toilets. So check back in just a few days for part 2. Make sure you check out everything on cinelinks.com. Make sure you check out everything for Super Cool Nerd Show, all their toy reviews, all that kind of stuff. And once again, like I always say at the end of every episode, achieve greatness.